like, how you so cool, how you so fly, how you so fresh, you ain't even gotta try. Y'all pump faking, I ain't even gotta lie. Hit him with the hits, game winner switch in.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfurt Eagles. Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Genda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
Friday night high school basketball here on the ISC Network. And tonight we get a Hoosier Heartland rivalry matchup between the Gophers of Clinton Prairie and the Bulldogs of Clinton Central. We welcome you into our pregame show sponsored by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making a healthy choice the easy choice. I'm Kelsey Casper alongside Sean Walker. And Sean, kind of looking at these two teams, it's been a solid season so far for Clinton Prairie, sitting at 11-2 on the season, but going against their rival Clinton Central, it's been a tough go this season. They're still looking for their first conference win of the year.
Yeah, when these two teams get together, though, you can throw records out the window. I mean, it's been lopsided in recent years. Clinton Prairie always comes in and seems to get that victory against Clinton Central. But Clinton Central, they fight, and we've seen them a few times this season on our network. They are competitive in almost every single game they've been in. They play hard, and so that 1-13 record is not really indicative of the type of ball club that they can be.
Well, they'll have to be competitive tonight if they want to upset their rival. They haven't beaten Clinton Prairie in almost 2 decades, but what is it going to take to see an upset tonight as we go ahead and take a look at our Mulberry Telecommunications keys of the game?
Well, the first one is pick your poison. I think that they've got to decide tonight. There are 2 main scorers for Clinton Prairie in Jake McGraw and Alex Farley. You're going to have to decide which one you're going to let beat you and which one you're going to attempt to take away. The second part is soft spots in the zone, and a lot of these are just for Clinton Central tonight. Clinton Prairie, they play that 3-2 zone, and it is very tough, but you can find soft spots. It takes crisp ball movement. You got to penetrate. You got to screen against it. But if you can find those spots in the zone, you can get good looks against Clinton Prairie. And then the third one is 5 on the glass. They don't rebound necessarily well as individuals, but as a team, Clinton Central really needs to send all 5 to the glass. They need to rebound well and limit second shot opportunities, because the Gophers have one of the tallest starting lineups in 1A basketball. I think their shortest player tonight is 6 foot, but they run 6'2" through 6'6" in their starting lineup.
And there's one thing that Clinton Prairie team can do, it's score, and leading the way behind the three-point line. You already mentioned its name, it's Alex Farley. He's our player to watch for tonight.
Yeah, Alex Farley is absolutely unbelievable. Frankfurt Hot Dog a year ago, comes over to Clinton Prairie. He was the number 1 scorer there. He comes over here, he's number 2. 17.8 points per game, 2.6 steals, and look at that three-point percentage, 47% three-point percentage for Alex Farley.
Alex Farley, our player to watch tonight, brought to you by Tornado Roofing. Well, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, tip-off next on ISC Network.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention, each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network, backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications, offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
At Tornado Roofing, we provide a complete range of services defined by quality, innovation, and expertise. We offer free estimates, have financing available, and handle insurance claims. Tornado Roofing is more than a name. It's a family-owned and operated business known for its committed customer service and expectation of going beyond our clients' needs. Our work is backed by a customer satisfaction guarantee to provide you with peace of mind. For more information, visit tornadoroof.com or call 670-6440. At Tornado Roofing, we believe in putting a strong roof over your head.
Tip-off just moments away between these two conference rivals. It's the Clinton Prairie Gophers visiting the Clinton Central Bulldogs on this Friday night. Kelsey Casper alongside Sean Walker as we go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups presented by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. Let's go ahead and start with the Gophers, the away team, actually. The Bulldogs of Clinton Central, number 4, Creed Menon, Brady Boone, followed by Clayton Stevens, Amron Barrett, and rounding out the starting 5 tonight, it's going to be senior Cole Davidson. On the other side, for the Clinton Prairie Gophers, you mentioned him in the open as well, big scorer in Jake McGraw, followed by Ryan Harshbarger, Nick Ewing, Alex Farley, and number 23, Nick Curtin. And you briefly mentioned it, but this is a really experienced and also really tall Prairie lineup.
They are, and I mean, Nick Curtin's not just 6'5", he's 6'5" and athletic. If he gets a chance to run out and run the floor, he may be rocking the rims here at Clinton Central. We saw a nice alley-oop thrown to him the other night that he threw down with ease, and I mean, they're big. For a 1A school, they've got potential to make noise. Now, unfortunately, history says Clinton Prairie doesn't play well once the tournament starts, and that's something that Coach Peckinpah and this team is hoping to change this year.
Yeah, their journey the last 2 years has ended in the sectional semifinal. Last year they were 18-4. They were the conference champs, though, 8-0, perfect in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. They lost to Lafayette Central Catholic 49-32 in the 2A sectional semifinal. It's Browntown Central who went on to win that game. But Clinton Prairie, only 2 losses on the season, both by 3 points or less. They lost to both Sheraton and Tipton earlier this year. They're a perfect 6-0 at home, but they're going on the road here to their rival. Not too far, Clinton Central, the Bulldogs. Their lone win of the season is all the way back on December 14th. It was against Attica. They came away with a 56-49 win. But since then, it's been a struggle for this Bulldogs team. They're sitting at 1-13. They're 0-4 in conference play, but we're kind of right about just midway past the midway mark in play. There's certainly still some time for this team to get some things together. They finished last year winning 2 of their last 3 games. That's a promising sign for this team. Yeah,
and Clinton Central, you know, again, a tough record, right? 1-13. But when you look at their conference this year, Taylor is the number 8 team in 2A. Clinton Prairie is the number 8 team in 1A. Carroll is ranked in 1A as well at number 10. And then you have a Sheridan squad in there who's only lost, I think, 2 or 3 games on the season. They probably should be ranked, right? And so there's some tough, stiff competition out there that the Bulldogs have had to go against this season.
Clinton Central coming off their loss against Frankfort, 56-49. And you had mentioned a few other conference opponents. Several matchups going on tonight. Rossville taking on Eastern, and Sheridan taking on Taylor. That's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, that's the one to watch, really. And the Gophers have got to keep an eye on that one as well, right? Because they lost to Sheridan earlier in the season, but they really, you know, it's kind of that double-edged sword. If you root for Sheridan to beat Taylor, then Sheridan owns the tiebreaker over you. But if Taylor beats Sheridan, gives them a second loss, and you beat Taylor before the end of the season, well then, you know, you've got a chance there, right? I mean, so it's kind of darned if you do, darned if you don't. But, man, it's been a great Hoosier Heartland Conference all season long.
We'll make sure to keep you updated with those scores, especially at the halftime break and after the game, and who's going to win that highly anticipated matchup. But then also you got Delphi Community versus Tri-Central and Carroll versus North White as we begin starting lineup introductions, starting with the away team.
You know, it was easy tonight. Obviously, we could have very easily just picked Jake McGraw as our player to watch. You could do that almost every single game. Instead, we did Alex Farley because we knew we were going to have a later graphic with Jake McGraw. And, you know, Jake McGraw coming down the stretch here, look at this. He has a chance to become the all-time leading scorer in school history right there. He's only 127 points away. 12.7 points per game to become the all-time leading scorer. And let's see, he averages 26.2.
Yeah, you say only 127 like it's so simple, but for him, it pretty much is.
Right, and I mean, we're talking 5 games. They have 10 left. If he stays healthy, that could be really the only thing I think that slows him down. But if he stays healthy, he should pass Jordan Brewer, who was a great at Clinton Prairie and an Indiana All-Star. And, you know, congratulations to Jake McGraw. It's been a fantastic career. And I know what he wants more than anything else, Kelsey. He wants to hang a sectional banner in the gym at Clinton Prairie and say, not only did I become the all-time leading scorer, but I also led them to their first section over 40 years.
Chance to make history for him and his school this season. Over 1,700 points on the career for Jake McGraw in a Clinton Prairie uniform. As the home team, the Bulldogs, get announced, and we're moments away from tip-off. Clinton Prairie, the away team, will be wearing their black jerseys today, and home team Clinton Central will be in white. As far as our officials today, sponsored by the Farmers Bank Let's Grow. Our crew is Chris Curry, Craig Lyon, and Daniel Baker. Getting lined up to tip things off, it's going to be Clayton Stevens, the senior. For Clinton Central Bulldogs, going up against Nick Curtin, the 6'4" junior.
I always love when our camera crews get to come into Clinton Central. It's, in my opinion, the second best gym in Clinton County. Obviously, Case Arena, I'm partial to it being a Frankfort grad, but Clinton Central has a very nice gym for a 1A, 2A school.
The Gophers come away with the tip. And we're off for Friday night high school basketball action on the ISC network. You see great Jake McGraw at the top, dishes it out to the corner. First 3 off the rim. Rebound's going to go to the Bulldogs. Cole Davison coming in, charging down the lane. Some contact, but no foul. It's going to be going the other way.
Yeah, immediately you see the amount of effort that the Bulldogs put out. They come down, they try to put clamps on McGraw, get the ball out of his hand early, crash the glass, and it led to a transition opportunity. Those are the things that they've got to complete, though. They've got to get those scores up.
That's Cole Davidson, who averages just over 10 points a game for Clinton Central. Not able to finish at the rim. You see Alex Farley bringing it up. Jake McGraw double-teamed already. Short little jumper in the paint. That's off the front of the rim, off the hands of Harberger, but the offensive rebound put back, no good. Gophers still looking for their first points.
That Coach Peckinpah high on Nick Ewing. He loves his effort. The way he crashes the glass and just works.
And the 3 falls for the Bulldogs.
Cameron Barrett coming out firing right away. That is a great sign for Clinton Central.
Gets the offense going early. That could be a big key to this team. The foul's going to be called on the floor against the Bulldogs. It's going to be against Brady Boone.
Here's the other thing to watch tonight, Kelsey, is Clinton Central's coming out there being very aggressive on defense. They want to try to establish the tone, but you never know how tight the crew is going to call it. We've already heard a couple of whistles against Clinton Central. They got to stay out of foul trouble here.
But if you think you're Clinton Central, you have to get out to a good offensive start if you want to hang it all with this team.
For sure.
Trying to match the Bulldogs 3, that one no good. But it's going to be going the other way. Bulldogs ball.
Normally I would say that is not a good strategy, leaving Ryan Harshbarger wide open from the 3, especially right there in the corner. He loves that spot, but so far 0 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, he's taken 2. No offense in the early goings for the Gophers, but their defense being disruptive already. And it's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
See Evan Smock into the game early here for Clinton Prairie, the junior. He had a nice scoring night the other night, knocked down a couple of 3s against Speedway.
Trying to break that press, but taken away by the Gophers. Driving down the baseline, kicks it out. Smock will let her rip, and he connects.
Just like that. Not afraid. If you get the open look in this offense, Coach Peckinpah encourages you to fire.
in the middle of the paint, but bobbling. It's going to be a turnover for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Barrett just got a little too sped up there. He found a soft spot in that zone, had an opportunity to put up a little floater, just couldn't come up with the ball.
Well, 2 threes are all the offense we have seen in the early goings of this game. Clinton Prairie sitting at 11-2 on the season. A little floater, rims in and falls.
Yeah, Nick Curtin again showing off the athleticism there and using his height to shoot over the defense.
Bulldogs struggling to get past half court. And another turnover.
I think Barrett needs to go find the talcum powder. That's a couple that's gone right through his hands.
The 3 from Smock was no good, and that one will send it the other way. Foul called on the ground.
Good job that time by Barrett boxing out. Curtin went right through him. Gets called for the push.
Creed Menon, the leading scorer for Clinton Central. Trying to bring it up with Cole Davison, but again, having some troubles. But wisely bounces it off the leg of Evan Smock.
That's the other thing that makes the Gophers so tough is we talked about their height, but it gives them length, right? So they get out. You got Jake McGraw running the point on that defense right now. And, I mean, he runs 6'5". You get that long wingspan out there. It makes it very tough to pass through.
And nearly picked off for another turnover, but that one falls off the hands of Nick Curtin and out of bounds. So another life for this Clinton Central Bulldogs team that's just struggling to get the ball past half court.
Yeah, it's a suffocating defense of the Gophers, and I know Clinton Central's seen it quite a few times over the years.
Off the inbound, poked ahead, and the finish from Jake McGraw. No foul called.
Jake is so good at drawing contact and playing through it. It's one of the strongest parts of his game, honestly, is I've seen teams all year long try to double team him, and he's so good at splitting the double team even and getting his body into the defender and earning the way to the free throw line.
We haven't been able to see this Clinton Central team set up their offense yet, but they finally get it past half court. But again, another turnover, several bad passes hurting this Bulldogs team, and some more fast break points for Jake McGraw. He's up to 4.
Yeah, Clinton Central wants to play with pace, but they want to be the ones in transition. They've got to work on taking care of the basketball here.
It was a good look, but again, they can't hang on. It was last touched by the Bulldogs.
Turnovers killing the Bulldogs right now. Need to settle down. I would expect Coach Burlingame to take a timeout if this trend continues.
A 9-3 early lead for Clinton Prairie on Friday night. Looking for their 12th win of the season. Down low, tough move is Nick Curtin, who couldn't get that one to fall. And the foul's going to be called on Alex Farley.
Probably not the shot that Peckinpah wanted in that offensive set right there. A contested fall away, body contorted shot from Curtin. But again, shows off the athleticism because he almost made it. I would have needed an ice pack and probably a couple of ibuprofen after that.
After hitting the ground hard.
Just twisting that way, probably.
Nice pass down low. Too much off the glass. So still being held to 3 points. But the Gophers extending their lead. McGraw from range puts Clinton Prairie up by 9.
McGraw's so good. I mean, he really is. He just scores from all 3 levels, and right there. Mark Jackson says it all the time in the NBA, hand down, man down, and that's exactly what you just saw.
Good defense and some early offense gives Clinton Prairie the 12-3 lead over Clinton Central. As our game today is sponsored by the Frankfurt Eagles, number 976. Serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt.
Yeah, congratulations to the Frankfurt Eagles. They were named the Clinton County Chamber of Commerce Small or not-for-profit of the year because they give away so much money and the way they impact the community.
Again, this defense suffocating this Bulldogs team. Moving in transition, and the dunk almost goes down, but again, Nick Curtin can't finish.
Kelsey, I was hyping him up, and then he goalposted himself right there. Look at the Sprite commercial. That's all right. Nick will forget about that. He'll throw the next one down.
But an opportunity here for the Bulldogs to go to work. Driving through the paint, no foul call. Nick Ewing down in the court. And a possible offensive foul called.
Looks like
maybe a technical
foul
yeah.
was called against Curtin, and I'm trying to figure out why. That is one of those plays that Coach Peckinpah will be scratching his head over. You've got the stop defensively, and you're running on a fast break. For you to stay behind the play and argue with an official or say something to an opponent to elicit that is just uncalled for.
So a free opportunity at the free throw line, and Creed Menon sinks the first.
Not to be too harsh on Nick, but you know, those are just one of those things that you can't have that in a tight game. And so it's a teaching moment here where coach can say, hey, we might get away with that tonight, but not in the future. So he quickly has him take a seat, and he's talking to him about it right now.
So good opportunity for the Bulldogs to build off of this. Menon knocked down both free throws. Only other offense came from Amron Barrett. He drained the three to start the game. Cole Davison. Left alone in the corner, driving through the paint. And it looks like they kept that one in bounds.
Prairie's defense right now is just causing absolute havoc on that end of the floor. Clinton Central turning the ball over more than they're getting shots up, and that is not a recipe for success.
Passing back and forth, Smock drives, hands it down low, but the block from Davison.
Good help side defense, able to recover there, gets the block.
Yeah, this 3-2 defense, it looks like, from Clinton Prairie. Putting a lot of pressure at the top of the key and forcing turnovers like this one.
Yeah, it's just the way they trap the ball in certain areas on the floor. And, you know, teams, they've seen it over the years from Clinton Prairie now because Coach Peckinpah's been there for a while and he implores this defense every single game. But it's one thing to see it and try to prepare for it, and it's another to go up against it. It causes you to want to put the ball into the areas which is the teeth of the defense.
Looking down low, spinning and finishing underneath the glass. Jake McGraw up to 9 points in the first quarter.
Getting that time finishing at the rim, so we've seen a little bit of everything from Jake's game tonight.
Bad passes continue to hurt this Bulldogs team as McGraw again puts it away for two.
Gophers turning defense into offense. McGraw gets rewarded that time for just crashing the glass.
Clinton Central will set it back up.
You can see the Bulldogs right now just kind of unsure how to attack this defense and giving the Gophers a chance to catch their breath too.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Gophers with a 16-5 lead. As Menon will finally come up to the top and grab it. Nice shot by Barrett to go up and get it. He's going to be stopped for the travel.
And suffocating defense from the Gophers. And it's led to transition opportunities and points.
Farley in the corner. He's good from three. Extending the Gopher lead.
Sorry, Kelsey, that was actually Harshbarger that time.
Harshbarger.
Farley.
Ryan Harshbarger from three. Bulldogs have another second chance opportunity. Can't convert from behind the arc. Clinton Prairie pushing up. And McGraw's going to be pushed out of bounds. Bulldogs going to get called for the foul.
I think they're going to get Clayton Stevens this time. He's drawn the tough assignment tonight of, one-on-one defense against Jake McGraw. And he's definitely, looks like he's up for the task. He's playing physical with him. Actually gave that to Barrett.
Open at the top of the key. The three no good, and the clock's gonna come down on the first quarter. It's all Clinton Prairie. Solid defense, turning it into offense. They have the 19-5 lead after the first quarter. You're watching the ISC Sports Network.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
19-5. Clinton Prairie lead over Clinton Central. Tonight's game is sponsored by Day and Genda Funeral Homes. With locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville, the compassionate and experienced staff at Day and Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Day and Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. Also tonight's game brought to you by Tornado Roofing. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Give us a call at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroofing.com for more information. Well, this Clinton Central team certainly looking to settle down and break through this Gopher defense, and they get a good look down low but can't finish. And if foul's going to be called, it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. That was Luke Shelley who got the look down low.
There's the other thing that makes this defense tough is the style of basketball that all these teams play today, right? The mid-range game is pretty much non-existent. But if Luke Shelley, when he caught that, would have taken 2 dribbles in and pulled up, he would have had a wide open look, and instead he overdrives, goes right back into the teeth of the defense, and they don't even get a shot up.
Davidson takeaway. Finishing is Jake McGraw.
Yeah, for Jake, I think 12.5 points to average is going to be pretty easy. He's already got 13 here in the first half.
That one tipped by a Gopher. It'll stay underneath Clinton Central basketball hoop.
Look at the little paw print noisemakers. Those are great. They passed them out tonight. You got the county rival in. Anything to get an edge, right?
Trying to get your crowd involved here as Menon will let it rip from 3. Off the rim, but the offensive rebound grabbed by Stevens. Menon driving through the paint. I believe he drew the foul.
It looks like McGraw came up a little bit lame after that as well. He picks up the foul, so add an insult to injury here. So we get another look at the replay, and it's good penetration where Clinton Central's finally starting to get downhill. That would have led to an open jump shot opportunity there.
An opportunity to score off the inbound. Into the corner. Shelley passes through the paint, but it's broken up. They nearly take it away right back from the Gophers, but this one will stay with Clinton Prairie. That one taken away right away from Nate Wells.
I was looking, Kelsey, I was trying to help us out there. Number 30 for Clinton Prairie is not on the roster, but I believe that is Connor Rios.
Some early substitutions. Is that pass deflected? So it'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Coach Peckinpah going deep into the bench. He's without Hunter Haynes right now, who's out with injury, going to miss some significant time here. So putting some fresh faces on the floor, letting him get some minutes and see some time.
Another pass tipped off, but kept alive. Again, moving in transition, this time a three, and it drains.
That's Alex Farley, man. He is just so smooth, jump shooter. Last year at Frankfurt, I think he had 12 or 13 games where he had 3 or more threes in a contest.
Well, he had 12 against Eastern just about a week and a half ago. He actually set this Clinton Prairie single game record, draining 12 threes.
I think he tied the state record, too, for 3.5 with 10. And what makes it even more impressive is I don't think he played the last 10 or 12 minutes of the game. I mean, the kid was unconscious. There is footage out there. I go Twitter, go check it out, or X or whatever it's called. He crosses half court and just shoots it. Like, as soon as he passes half court and swishes it, it's amazing. One of those nights where he was just unconscious.
Drawing the foul is Barrett.
Alex's father was a Frankfurt grad. His name's Eric Farley. Played college basketball as well. Was a standout shooter himself. And his claim to fame was like in the early 90s, the NBA draft was in Indianapolis. And he went down there as like a freshman or sophomore in high school and beat all these college and pro players that were trying out in the three-point contest outside.
Well, that's a story
Made
to tell.
front page paper and all that good stuff. So it definitely runs in the family.
He's got three-point shooting genes. He's averaging over 17 points per game. Shoots a whopping 47% from behind the line.
Talk about family lineage, too. Cole Davison. He had some cousins that played at Clinton Prairie that were both 1,000-point scorers on the girls' side, and he's got 2 sisters that are over 1,000 points as Menon gets a shot there.
The cleanup. And Clinton Central finally sees some more offense as Davison pulls down the rebound. Imran Barrett in the corner, but this one will be heading the other way.
Yeah, offensive foul. He dropped the shoulder there, threw the elbow out to dislodge the defender. Easy call for the official to make.
Just over 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Clinton Prairie up 24-7 over their rival Clinton Central.
See an extended rest right now from McGraw, which is a good thing coming down the stretch. And how about that shot?
The guy not on the roster hitting a big shot.
Again, I believe it's Connor Rios. Don't hold me to that.
All right, Connor Rios. You've given the Clinton Prairie the 20-point lead.
But I'll tell you, it looks like it doesn't matter who Coach Peckinpah puts in. They just shoot the rock. And so I thought maybe there for a minute Clinton Central might have an opportunity. You had some fresh faces on the floor, you know, attacking that zone. You had some starters off the floor, but it is not let up yet. Clinton Prairie still putting the clamps on Clinton Central early.
Well, we had said this is a team that can score. As a foul's going to be called on the ground. Jake McGraw's going to head to the line. This team scored a season-high 91 points in that game against Eastern, 91-49. The same game that Alex Farley dropped 12 threes.
And again, think about that. So there's a 35-point running clock rule. So after halftime, the clock was running and did not stop unless, you know, you had a foul, free throws. And they pulled the starters with 10 or 12 minutes to go. And they still scored 91 points. It's just absolutely fantastic.
McGraw successful from the free throw line. Davison well behind the three-point line, off the back of the rim, but another offensive rebound pulled down. Evan Smock comes up with it.
I would have liked to have seen Davison hit that one. He can get going from out there. We've seen him this year. He shoots the three at a pretty good clip.
Kick out and some ball movement. The three short. Smock able to save it, but taken away by Barrett. Going one-on-one against McGraw. Almost gets the bucket and the foul, but he's going to head to the free throw line.
You know, Amron Barrett gets style points for me. Not only does he have the cool hair kind of flowing out there on the floor, he's easy to spot, but always doing a little circus shots and things, and man, he's sneaky athletic here for Clinton Central.
Misses the first free throw as Clayton Stevens checks into the game. One of two from the charity sprite for Barrett. Breaking the double team and drawing the foul, as McGraw's going to take another trip to the free throw line.
McGraw only knows one speed, and that's pedal to the metal. I mean, I think he sees the writing on the wall. Coach may pull me early tonight, and so I want to make sure I can get up some shots here and add to my point total.
I believe that's 16. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe you are correct.
Already accounting for more than half of this Gopher offense as he misses the second, but the offensive rebound. One-handed snag from Nick Ewing and a clear path to the rim for Evan Smock.
Evan Smock already above his scoring average on the season. He's got 5 tonight, comes in averaging almost 4. He has been a nice little addition. We have seen him getting better as the season's gone along, and that poses well for next year, being just a junior.
So another foul from the Gophers. Clinton Central having to take some advantage of some free opportunities as Barrett knocks down a free throw.
Yeah, these points are crucial. I mean, I know you're down a pretty big margin right now, but if you want any hopes of getting back in this, you got to convert the free throws.
It might be a key on offense, being aggressive, driving the rim, drawing contact, getting to the line.
Still plenty of basketball to be played. You want to cherish every possession, and right here, Clinton Central being aggressive on defense.
It was Barrett with the takeaway, and then he drew the contact. So less than 10 seconds later, he's right back at the free throw line.
And a good thing about that, right, Kelsey, is he just knocked down the last 2, so he's already in rhythm. It hasn't been that long since he was at the line. Thankfully, the broadcast jinx is not working, and I was going to feel really bad if I caused him to miss that one.
Ryan Harshberger takes a seat. No jinx. He knocks down both. 32-12 lead. The Bulldogs have cut it to 20.
Barrett's got 8 of the 12 points right now for Clinton Central. Boy, look at Coach Burlingame on the sideline, too. He is working.
Down under. Kyle Harshberger gets the 2.
Set of twins on this team, Kyle and Ryan. Ironically enough, their father and their uncle are twins. And both father and uncle had twins.
That doesn't happen every day. Ball deflected out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Clinton Prairie. McGraw will inbound. As Cole Davidson will take a seat. Nate Wells checks in. Smock. His 3 no good. Rebound brought down by Kyson Albaugh.
I think, Coach Peck, you're okay with that shot. It was a nice open look in the flow of offense.
2 opportunities for the Bulldogs, but a travel is going to be called. That one goes against Alex Farley.
Yeah, Farley that time trying to get the offense going. It probably would have been better to slow it up. There were 3 defenders back, just him. I know he's a dynamic scorer, but at the same time, 3-on-1 is not the odds you want there. Brief timeout in the action here is having a scoreboard power outage inside the gymnasium, so they'll need to get that reset.
There it goes. 2:37 left on the clock as it resets.
The last time we were at Clinton Central, we were doing the holiday tournament, and the fire alarms went off. Someone burnt the popcorn, evidently.
Oh, not the popcorn.
That caused about a 20-minute outage. We just kind of hung
All
out
because
on
of
the air for
popcorn.
a while.
Well, some trouble. Jump ball's going to be called. It's going to be heading Gopher way. Six seniors on this Clinton Prairie team under head coach Chad Peckinpah celebrated senior night a few games ago against Traders Point. Pretty veteran and experienced starting lineup, but we're getting a mix of some players in action in here in the second quarter. Jake McGraw, though, on the baseline. It's good. He can hit from anywhere.
Just silky smooth. He's one of those players that always finds a way to get where he wants to get on the floor. And Kelsey, I was talking to you before the broadcast about his uncle being the all-time leading scorer at Frankfurt, Andy Foster, and being top 5 still at UIndy. Was a dynamic scorer in college as well. If I squint, they look like the same player out there to me. They have a very similar build. They have the same style of play.
Possibly drawing some inspiration.
Yeah.
Under 2 minutes to go. Luke Shelley at the top. Poked away, but it'll stay with the Bulldogs.
Coach Burlingame bringing more substitutions in here, just trying to find a group on the floor. Get some chemistry here, get some offense rolling.
It's Brady Boone. As Davidson will let it rip from 3, and he connects.
That's a good sign for the Bulldogs, because when Cole sees one go in, it can start a trend. He's like a microwave. He can heat up pretty quickly.
10 points in the second quarter for Clinton Central, but trying to match it as Farley it rims out. Offensive rebound goes to the Gophers. Waving his arms was Ewing down low. Hands it off to Farley. What a move, but can't finish.
I like it. Getting to the left hand there. A chance to make a pretty play.
Menon with some moves himself. Draws the foul, and he'll head to the line.
Clinton Central finally starting to settle in on this end, taking a little bit better care of the basketball and getting to the line. Again, they've trimmed into this lead. It's down to 21 right now. If they can spend the next minute here getting to the free throw line, scoring with the clock stop, try to cut into this. If you could get this to 15 going into the half, you might be able to steal a little momentum.
Well, today's game is sponsored by Ardente Dental. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or have been with us for years, we're here to serve you. Give us a call at 765-654-7222 or visit us online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smile to life.
Menon going 1 for 2 in that trip at the line. But got the lead down to 20.
36-16 as the clock is winding down. 45 seconds left. Rios through the paint, bounce pass down low. No good on the first try, can't get it the second. Here comes Barrett, charging his way, in and out.
Boy, it's like there's a lid on that goal on that end for these guys.
25 seconds left to play.
I think you got to give him a half a point. It looked like it was 4 inches down.
Everything but in. The timeout's going to be called.
Situational basketball here. Obviously, you've got a nice lead, does Coach Peck, but these are the times that you may need in the tournament to draw up something.
20-point lead with 14 seconds to go in the first half, as today's game on the ISC Network is sponsored by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. Formed almost 20 years ago, Healthy Communities of Clinton County remain committed to the community by offering programs geared towards a healthier tomorrow, with focus on overall health, mental health, substance abuse disorders, and reducing teen pregnancy. The goal is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. This game also brought to you by the Farmers Bank. At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow. We draw on over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since our founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Great time to talk about the girls sectional next week. Sectional 54 at Clinton Prairie for girls basketball. That can be seen in its entirety on IHSAATV.org, produced by the ISC Sports Network. Excited to be able to bring that coverage. And Clinton Prairie, Clinton Central, Carroll, Rossville, all basically the county schools, and one just outside the county as well as Frontier, all battling. That starts Tuesday. I'm excited.
Can't believe postseason is almost our
I
year.
know. It seems like just yesterday I was saying, can you believe it's week 1 of high school football already?
The fall season and beginning of winter has flown by as we're under 7 seconds to go in this first half. In the corner, the three deflected. Davison comes down with it. Second to go. He'll let it rip from half court. His shot no good. Well, after the first 2 quarters, it's all Clinton Prairie in this matchup. The away team has the 36-16 lead over their rival Clinton Central, led by none other than their senior Jake McGraw.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
At Day and Ginda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome to the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. From the moment you arrive on the property, you'll notice every detail is finely crafted to provide you with the dream wedding you've always dreamt about. From carriage and trolley rides to breathtaking aerial views via our hot air balloon, the Willow Creek Barn offers unforgettable moments that will last you a lifetime. For more information about our packages and availability, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts,
Hardly
Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
At Mulberry Telecommunications, it doesn't matter whether you play from home, learn from home, or work from home. We have you covered with fiber-fast internet. Whether you video chat to stay connected with friends and family, or operate a small business, you can do so with the reliability that Mulberry Telecommunications fiber internet provides. From streaming video to regular web surfing, the possibilities really are endless. And that's a reason for all of us to celebrate. Packages start at just $49.95. Visit mintel.net to sign up today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Halftime here on the ISC Network. You're watching IHSAA boys basketball. At the halftime break, it's the Clinton Prairie Gophers with a 36-16 lead over the Clinton Central Bulldogs. Rivalry matchup in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. It's the 20-point lead for the Gophers. Alongside Sean Walker, I'm Kelsey Casper. This is the Day and Ginda Funeral Home halftime show, putting family first. And Sean, let's go ahead and just talk main points of that first half. Jake McGraw leading the way for the Gophers with 18 points, but really something that stood out right from the get-go was the defense that Central Prairie came out with.
Yeah, the Gophers, they employ that defense. They run it really well, and if you're not prepared and you're not crisp with the basketball, they will turn you over, and we've seen them jump out to large leads. It's a big reason why they're 11-2 on the season this year is defensively they get after you, and then they're so talented on the other end. It doesn't take long for that score to get a little lopsided.
Yeah, it was 19-5 after the first quarter, but some good signs from Clinton Central. They were able to come back in, scored 11 points in that second quarter, but I mean, the offense was working really well all around for this Clinton Prairie team.
Yeah, I mean, McGraw leading the way right now with 18, as you said. Going back to the keys to victory, one of the things was pick your poison, and it looked like from the tip they had a plan to take McGraw out of the game plan. They were face guarding with Clayton Stevens. They were really trying to double team him and get the ball out of his hands, and it's a testament to how good he is offensively, because very quickly that tide changed. McGraw started scoring, and we've seen Farley only with 3 points so far here tonight. I expect him to pick that up in the second half, but it feels like they're kind of trying to take away other people now as McGraw's getting his.
And leading the way for Clinton Central in scoring is Amron Barrett. But today's game also brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications. Let us be the first to welcome you to the fiberhood. Mintel Fiber Optic Service offers super fast, reliable internet with gigabit speed, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. Sign up today at www.mintel.net. That's MINTEL.net, or call 765-296-2885 for more information. We got plenty more coming up on the halftime show here on the ISC Sports Network. Clinton Prairie up 36-16 over Clinton Central.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
I brought you a present. A book. Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today.
It's a 20-point lead for Clinton Prairie over Clinton Central as we go ahead and take a look at the Mintel Fiber fast highlights. And it was the Bulldogs who started strong with the three from the corner, but then it was the Gophers who took over.
Yeah, they got the scoring started, and then Clinton Prairie said enough of that. And then on their end of the floor, they started knocking down jump shots. But as you said earlier, Kelsey, it's definitely the defense of the Gophers that led to a ton of these highlights, and you see them all beginning with a turnover on one end of the floor, run out on the other side. And I mean, the Gophers are very tough when they can get out in transition, and even that is almost like a fast break type of play, very quickly taking the rebound and pushing the ball up the floor.
Several turnovers for Clinton Central that led to some fast break opportunities for Clinton Prairie. We had mentioned Jake McGraw leading the way with 18 points as he finishes there off the glass. Evan Smock has 5 points. That's more than what he averages on the season. Alex Farley knocked down a three, as well as Ryan Harshbarger. You see Ewing pulling down the offensive rebound and the drive for two for Smock.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total team effort right now on this side of the floor. You've got 5 or 6 guys in the scoring column, 7 guys in the scoring column for Clinton Prairie. And for Clinton Central, it's the big three, but the problem is it's only the big three right now for Menon, Barrett, and Davison for Clinton Central.
Well, more to come in the second half. It's a 36-16 lead for Clinton Prairie over Clinton Central. When we come back, second half action on deck here on the ISC Sports Network.
And that'll volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it. Oh my goodness, give it to him. Rolls through the lane, and he ducks him. Oh my goodness.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
IHSAA boys basketball. The ISC Sports Network is sponsored by the Frankfort Eagles, number 976. Serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit f.o.e.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. Third quarter action on deck is the home team, Clinton Central, sitting at 1-13 on the year, still in search of their first conference win. Is trailing by 20 to their rival, Clinton Prairie, 36-16 lead. And Sean, we kind of went over this, but how does this team kind of break down this really stellar defense Clinton Prairie came out with?
You got to take care of the basketball and not get in a hurry and try to stay out of those areas where the Gophers are going to trap the basketball. If you can get penetration like that, that's a great start for Clinton Central.
That was Creed Menon just breaking down that defense and driving to the rim. All of his points came from the free throw line in the first half. His first field goal. All alone in the corner, though, Ryan Harshberger. But his teammate right there underneath the rim for the cleanup.
Yeah, Nick Curtin making himself available. Coach set him there for quite a while after picking up the technical foul, but back in, making his presence felt already in the third.
Starters back in. Fadeaway jumper. No good off the hand of Barrett. In the corner, open three, in and out. Almost had the offensive rebound, but Menon's going to come away with it.
I love the confidence that Smock's been playing with. He is just letting it fly. When he's open, he is definitely shooting it, and he's shooting it with confidence.
Way behind the three-point line. Menon lets it rip. Harshberger came away with the rebound. Here comes McGraw, hands it off, and the finish. Nick Curtin with an early 4 points in this second half.
Yeah, 6 overall, another steal here defensively.
Patient with it off the glass, the finish from McGraw.
It's just one of those guys that it feels like he's got eyes in the back of his head at times, realizing the defender's coming and just lets him fly by.
Davison gets out of trouble. Offensive rebound. Mid-range jumper. Nothing but net. Off the hand of Brady Boone.
That's what I wanted to see earlier from them, is that mid-range jump shot. That's open in that zone.
Bulldogs get a stop underneath the basket, but off the hands of Clayton Stevens. That could have been a nice possible open reverse layup.
Yeah, again, it's almost like football, right? When you get a zone defense, you got to find the open areas and you got to sit down in there. And Stevens he still going, almost like it was man-to-man. If he'd have stopped, he'd had a wide-open layup.
McGraw draws a foul. We had mentioned it earlier, but Jake McGraw close to becoming the all-time leading scorer in Clinton Prairie history.
Yeah, hopes are to capture that on the network. We've got a strand of home games coming up, about 5 games away. And hopefully if he stays on the scoring pace he's on right now, we'll be able to bring that on his own home floor. I think it'd be good for the home fans. Obviously, I don't think he cares where it happens as long as he accomplishes it.
Over 1,700 points for the senior. Little floater is good. Off the hand of Smock.
Again, his pace continues. He has become a nice added feature to this offense for Clinton Prairie.
Little one dribble from Barrett as he takes a shot from 3. McGraw puts the brakes on, and they'll head to the free throw line.
Once again, I mean, McGraw has teammates wide open there, but he's so good at drawing contact that's exactly what he does, and he earns a trip to the free throw line.
In and out for the first free throw. And today's game is also brought to you by South Fork Restaurant. Dine in or carry out. The South Fork Restaurant is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. Fresh, never frozen whole catfish, hand-battered tenderloins, and award-winning onion rings. The kitchen is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8:30. Come join us at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry, Indiana, or visit southforkpub.com for latest menu options. Davison kick out from 3. No. Offensive rebound from Barrett. The last touched off the foot of Barrett, so that'll be Gopher ball.
I like the effort there, though, from Amron. He is crashing the glass and trying his darndest to get one to drop here.
45-20. Clinton Prairie looking for their 12th win of the season as the finger roll from McGraw is short.
Going to get the benefit on this one, too, because if Clinton Central does not foul him there, it's a traveling violation.
That's
right?
what I thought they
called. He shoots
called.
the air ball and then goes and catches it without it touching anything. Now bailed out a little bit as they're going to call it on the floor.
Nonetheless, they'll get the inbound. Farley. Barrett with the rebound. The Gophers not bringing that full court pressure they did in that first half. And an offensive foul is going to be called. That one against Clayton Stevens.
Stevens getting the elbows up a little high there. He played football here at Clinton Central. He's not afraid of a little physical contact. You know, obviously officials want to keep control of this one. Curtin's got to be careful. He already had one technical foul earlier in the game. He was in there and kind of mixing it up with Clayton Stevens. A second would not only expel him from this game, but then he would have to sit the next one as well. So want to make sure that doesn't happen.
Under 5 to go. McGraw's shot doesn't hit anything. It'll be last touch by the Gophers.
For Clinton Central, they just got to start having some trips on this end of the floor that find buckets and not turnovers.
Here's Farley up ahead, and he's fouled. Alex Farley will make his first trip to the free throw line tonight. 6'2" senior, averaging over 17 points per game.
You can see the Gophers are very much wanting to push the basketball. As soon as they get a turnover, everybody's heads are up. They're trying to get the ball down the floor and get easy attempts.
Majority of their points coming in transition or fast break opportunities. Farley adds to his total.
The Gophers' 2 losses this season are to good basketball teams, Sheridan and Tipton. But a lot of people that watch those games feel like the Gophers beat themselves towards the end of that. And so you don't want to have these lulls in games like this either, where you kind of take your foot off the accelerator. You've got a decent lead, but you want to keep putting the pressure on. And I know that it's sportsmanship and it's high school basketball and things of that nature, but you don't want to get into a tight competitive game later and have a team that gets lax at times.
Three no good. Rebound brought in by Creed Menon. Looking to push pace here as he drives and draws the foul.
Yeah, for Clinton Central, if they could find a way to get their offense going here on this end of the floor, the Gophers have gone cold on the other end. We've seen several trips in a row that have come up empty other than free throws.
Luke Shelley trying to find his teammate down low. It goes off the hands and off the backboard. But McGraw comes away with it. The floater can't finish. Nick Curtin almost had the little alley-oop from his teammate.
Again, one of those guys I just look for in transition. He's got some serious hops. Makes me jealous. I could never hardly even jump up and touch the bottom of the net.
Davison let it rip. He hit one of those threes back in the first half. Kicks it out, all alone in the corner, yes.
That's Harshbarger again. Second three of the night, and he can get going from out there, and when he does, he's dangerous as well.
5 threes for this Gopher offense. Menon just weaving his way, and he's pickpocketed. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. Up ahead, Curtin off the glass. Timeout on the floor.
Yeah, we're at that 32-point mark, so we're at that spot where 3 more points, we're in the second half, and a running clock would ensue the rest of the way.
52-20 lead for the Gophers on the road tonight, visiting their rival in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. 2:15 left to go. As today's game on the ISC Network is sponsored by Tornado Roofing. If you need quality work from a qualified company, then look no further than Tornado Roofing. We offer free estimates, financing, and even handle insurance claims. Give us a call at 765-670-6440 or visit tornadoroof.com for more information.
You see the gray-haired gentleman on the right of your screen at the bench for Clinton Prairie. That is Russ Doyle. Russ was on that last sectional team at Clinton Prairie, and he has spent countless years as an assistant coach here at Clinton Prairie, and he wants to be a part of helping getting them back to that promised land as well. And I know the fans are starting to buzz. You know, they've got that 11-2 record. There are no Central Catholics looming in the sectional this year. Obviously, you've got Carroll that's right there. It seems to be probably the most competitive team that they're going to have to face. But don't discount Rossville either. I mean, they're very well coached. Corey Dunn does a great job getting them ready, and they have a dynamic scorer in Braden T. Lee Hahn, who can fill it up in a hurry.
The last score update, Carroll was up on North White. Rossville taking on Eastern today. Davison, yes.
That's Cole's second triple tonight, and again, catches it in rhythm, lets it fly, and knocks it down. He just hasn't had very many attempts tonight.
Senior averages over 10 points per game. He's up to 6 off those 2 threes. On the baseline, kick out the corner shot off the front of the rim.
I love it, though. I like how unselfish Farley is. It's a night where his scoring totals are down just a little bit.
Davison in rhythm, in and out. The offensive rebound pulled down by Nate Wells. And he draws the contact and head to the line.
A good effort there for Wells on the offensive glass for Clinton Central, working hard to complete that. Thought about Farley, though. You know, you got a player who was the leading scorer on the team a year ago. He comes in. You got to kind of take a backseat role because you've got a player in McGraw who's getting ready to become the all-time leading scorer in school history, right? And he's done a great job of fitting in and finding his spots to be effective. But I love how he unselfishly works the basketball around, doesn't force shots, and finds the open shooter.
(52-25) lead with just over a minute to go in this third quarter. That's Jake Swinford in the game for Clinton Prairie.
One of the seniors on the squad.
Nick Ewing hands it off. Swinford now is going to get called for the steps.
Love the fact that when you get into these games and you get this lead, that it does allow players who don't get to see a ton of time on the floor get some time out there, right? I mean, they work hard every day in practice as well. They were there in conditioning. They lifted the weights. They're out there on practice pushing those starters. And so it's great to see them get into the game and play.
Foul called on the rebound. It's going to go against the Bulldogs.
Now on the flip side, Coach Burlingame has not sat down the entire time. He has been up working. You saw the bench behind him right there all up. That's not always something you think you would see from a team who's 1-13, right? You can tell they bought in, they enjoy coach, and they're working hard. It's just not translating into wins just yet.
Clinton Central looking to break their losing streak as Davison, the tough putback, muscles his way in for the bucket.
Does a great job of using his body, gets the offensive rebound, and then shows off the strength right there.
Under 15 seconds left in this third quarter. Ewing out to the corner. The three, no, but Ewing can't finish. Davison with 3 seconds. Able to get it off, but no. Well, Clinton Prairie extending their lead here in the second half to go up by 25. On the road, it's the Gophers up 52-27 as we head to the fourth quarter here on the ISC Sports Network.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
For the barn wedding of your dreams, you need to experience our country estate, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Schedule your tour today at thewillowcreekbarn.com. Voted the Knot Best of Weddings for 3 years straight.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the bare necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
Back for fourth quarter action. Clinton Central hosting Clinton Prairie. The Gophers with the 52-27 lead, looking for their 4th win in conference play and improve to 12 wins on the season. 8 minutes to go in this final frame of action. A couple scores from tonight. Sheridan with a 68-34 win over Taylor. Live in the fourth quarter, Carroll's up 50-21.
That's a big victory for Sheridan.
And the 3 falls from the corner to extend the Gopher lead.
3rd 3 tonight for Ryan Harshbarger.
Up to 9 points.
Yeah, that's huge because that puts Sheridan in the driver's seat for the conference now. They have the tiebreaker over Taylor. And, yeah, I mean, that is, wow, that is lopsided too, 68-34.
Couple other games in progress. Delphi Community versus Tri Central. Our game. Clinton Prairie versus Clinton Central. And then Rossville taking on Eastern. Bulldogs off the inbound.
Seeing that score makes me think either Taylor had a really bad shooting night or they were without one of their key players. Obviously, all I can do is speculate on that, but that's a team that's been undefeated in conference play this season, and they were 13-1 overall going into it.
That was Smock driving all the way to the rim. He'll head to the free throw line. Today's game brought to you by Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop to your dream barn wedding. Start planning your unforgettable day. Visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Beautiful venue. My daughter will be getting married there later this year, so excited for that one.
Congratulations.
I have a feeling there's going to be some dust in the air that day or something. My eyes may leak a little bit.
Allergies might be up. Who knows?
There you go. There's the excuse I'm looking for.
Here's Creed Menon. Gets it to Kyson Alba. And a hard foul. That one's going the other way.
that to all ball, as you said. Curtin trying to clean up some moisture on the floor there. You know, obviously you want to see both teams continue to play hard, but you also want to make sure that nobody gets hurt in a game like this, right? Clinton Prairie obviously has a commanding lead right now. I don't know that there's enough time for Clinton Central to come back in this one. Still rolling with those starters out there.
Spin move. Great move through the paint, but can't finish. It's Curtin.
Boy, that was pretty. Hit the spin cycle.
Foul's going to be called. It's Kyson Albaugh drawing the contact. That was Nick Curtin, 6'4" junior. He's up to 6 points, or 8 points, excuse me, in this game. And this Clinton Prairie team on the season holding their opponents on average to about 46 points per game. They're doing all of that tonight.
Yeah. And
27 for Clinton Central.
Bulldogs only average 43 a night.
The takeaway.
Yeah, traveled right there. Farley was in between. Do I penetrate? Do I pull the three? And it looks like tonight, you see the hamstring there. You got the tape on. He might be nursing a little bit of an injury as well.
A call for the steps there. This game last year, 73-43 in favor of Clinton Prairie. Creed Menon actually dropped 16 points in that matchup. In the corner, the three off the hand of Lawrence Lefebvre. Up ahead. Oh, what a finish! Beating his teammate off the backboard.
This is 1A basketball, right, in Indiana? Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were watching the same thing. What a play. That puts Nick Curtin in double figures, and again, that was Farley who threw it off the backboard to Curtin. That was amazing. Surely we can re-rack that one for you.
Our crew will get that replay in a second, but Creed Menon's heading to the line.
Not that I'm trying to direct from my seat, but I want to see it again.
Everyone deserves to see it again. Let's see it. Here we go. Farley to Curtin.
Love it.
Menon hit that first free throw. Surely the play of the night. McGraw still in the game. As Farley drives, draws a foul.
Official talking to him a little bit there too, as Farley took exception to that foul there. Tough to see it in full speed, what he was upset about.
Foul against Creed Menon.
Farley definitely one of the better free throw shooters on Clinton Prairie's roster.
And this matchup is brought to you by Davis Comfort Solutions. At Davis Comfort Solutions, we understand that your comfort is important. That's why our team of highly experienced technicians will strive to be your go-to when it comes to your home, shop, or business's heating and cooling needs. For more info on financing and special offers, visit us online at daviscomfortsolutions.com.
Have you heard the jingle?
I haven't.
Davis Comfort Solutions. They hate when I do that, but that's the jingle. There you go. I know, don't
get
quit
this
my
guy
day
a
job.
microphone. 60-28. Gophers have extended their lead over the Bulldogs. The three no good off the hand of Davison. He's up to 8 points tonight, Cole Davison.
I left that one just a little short. It was dead on. That's going to be the fifth foul on Amron Barrett. one of the top 3 leading scorers on this Clinton Central squad. We'll have to watch the rest of the evening.
Reyes will bring up the ball for the Gophers.
A good defense by Davison.
Stellar defense, but he's going to get called for the foul.
That's one where you never try to question the officiating, obviously, but that's one where you hope the official swallows the whistle right there, because Cole was not using his hands at all. He was sliding his feet, just bodying him up. If you're Coach Burlingame on the other side, you got to ask the official, like, what else do you want him to do in that situation? But I understand, too, the game's gotten a little bit physical, and you want to make sure you stay on top of things.
Harshbarger knocks down both free throws. He has made his presence known tonight behind the arc. He's at 3 threes.
Double figures tonight, 11 points. Always good to see from the senior.
Cutting down low, but picked off. And driving and drawing the fouls, Nick Curtin. More free throws to come for the Gophers.
Nick Curtin's having a career night in steals. I mean, he's just on the backside of that defense, almost like a safety in football, just reading the eyes of the quarterback. That time he decided he's taking it coast to coast.
Taking a look at what's next for both these teams. Little break for the Bulldogs. They're back in action on February 6th when they host Carroll. They got a nice stretch of home games here.
That game on the ISC Sports Network.
Make sure to tune in. Got a 5-game homestand. Because after that, they'll host Western Boone, followed by Eastern. And taking a look at what's next for Clinton Prairie. They will stay on the road. 4 games away from their home court. Travel to Western tomorrow. Then on the road to face Fountain Central, and then wrap things up on February 6th at Taylor before returning home on February 14th to host Rossville.
I can tell you the 14th, the 15th, and the 21st are the next 3 home games for Clinton Prairie, and you can find all those on ISC Sports Network. Part of our commitment to our local coverage here in Clinton County and the schools, and we get to see Clinton Prairie, Clinton Central, Rossville, Carroll, Frankfort so often, and it's awesome the way that it kind of overlaps, and we stay tied to this commitment. A lot of people don't know the ISC started as MTC Sports back in 2009, and it started right here in our local community. So as ISC grew, it was important for us as MTC, now ISC, to still stay involved in this local community.
And they've done that. Bringing tons of local broadcasts to the community, including this one. IHSAA boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network. It's Clinton Prairie up 64-28 over Clinton Central with under 5 minutes to go. Good defense. The Bulldogs hang on. Lawrence Lefebvre turning it over.
Well, I'll tell you, I think Connor Rios has earned some more playing time tonight. He has looked really good out here in varsity minutes.
Ewing gets the O board. And here's Rios with a clear path. No. Yeah, looks like Curtin threw that one away after getting the offensive rebound.
Man, Nick Curtin is just athletic. That's just the only word I can use to describe him. He comes flying in there, almost gets a putback dunk.
Clock is running here in the fourth quarter.
Good look.
Here's Menon. And the rebound is Evan Smock. Stopping his feet, pull up. The 3 no good from Rios, who sets his feet and gets the charge.
It's the little things, right? Look how fired up Coach Peckinpah was after that defensive play. Hey, you missed the shot. doesn't sit around and pout about it or look around at anybody else. He just gets in defensive stance and takes the charge. Smallest guy on the floor playing with the biggest heart right now.
Yeah, this Clinton Prairie team dealing with some injuries, some guys out. Nice to see the junior step in. That was Kyle Harshberger on the inbound.
Good to see Rhett Whitlock on the floor there, number 5 with the ball on the top of the key.
Good finish. At the rim, Kyle Harshberger.
Good for Kyle. Got some minutes here tonight. He's gotten in the scoring column, 4 points. Obviously, brother Ryan gets a little more of the accolades here and sees a little more playing time. But when we've seen Kyle come in, I mean, the other night we had him against Speedway, and he checked in. The free throw is missed. He gets an offensive rebound, makes an unbelievable pass to McGraw for 2, and he just came in on the floor. So a very high basketball IQ.
Hitting the 2-minute mark in this final quarter. Picked away. Up ahead in the cleanup. I believe that was Rhett Whitlock.
You are correct.
Either Whitlock or Swinford was there for the putback for Clinton Central.
They're not doing us any favors with the black jerseys and the red numbers, are they?
Making it just a little bit difficult to see. That's a race. Grodotsky in the game for the Bulldogs. The 3 from the corner is good. Kyson Alba.
There you go, Kyson. Sophomore, making the most of his time on the floor, knocks down the triple from the corner.
Doing some damage in the final minute. As Rios drives no good.
Hey, why not? Luke Shelley.
Back to back. Bulldogs letting it rip in this final minute.
Pair of sophomores showing back-to-back plays. They're knocking down threes.
Drawing the foul. Another player not on our roster for Clinton Prairie, number 35. He's going to head to the free throw line.
See if we can catch the PA here.
It's 1 of 2. Final seconds coming down in this rivalry matchup. Final seconds all the way across court. And the last shot. Why not make it?
There we go. LaFave.
Lawrence LaFave drains the 3.
He's got the favorite name on the team. That's awesome. Good shot there.
But not enough to bring this team back, as it's all Clinton Prairie in this matchup. The Gophers taking down the Bulldogs 69-34 in this Friday night matchup. As we head to our Willow Creek Barn post-game show on the ISC Network, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And Sean, I think it's a no-brainer who our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game honor goes to, none other than Jake McGraw for Clinton Prairie.
Yeah, McGraw just came out, set the tone right from the get-go. They turned defense into offense. He got a lot of runouts in this one. showed us the shooting touch from beyond the arc as well, and just a great overall night for him and the entire Gophers team. But congratulations. I think Jake McGraw has now broken the record, at least locally here, for player of the game nods. When we've covered the Clinton Prairie Gophers, he seems to always find his way into that mark.
Well, you had mentioned the defense that the Gophers came out with as the Bulldogs struggled offensively. And Jake McGraw leading the way for this team. Final thoughts on this matchup, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, the Gophers it's that year for them, right? They're playing really well. If they can keep this momentum up and continue to get better at the little things, it's going to be a tough out for them. For the Bulldogs, listen, I know you've got some seniors, but you've got a younger squad there, and it was good to see some of those youthful players get in and make an impact tonight, like Kyson Allball and Luke Shelley. So congratulations to those guys, and it's back to the drawing board for Coach Burlingame, but I have no doubt he'll get these guys turned around.
Well, the Bulldogs fall to 1-14 on the year, while the Gophers improve to 12-2. More games, more local games coming up on the ISC network here, but that will do it for us tonight. I want to give some shout outs to our crew: Tony Stewart on the camera, Samoa running graphics, Elijah Mash, our director, and my analyst, Sean Walker. I'm Kelsey Casper saying so long from the ISC Sports Network studios. It's the Gophers who come out on top on the Bulldogs in their rivalry matchup. So long from the ISC Sports Network.
Tonight's game is presented to you in parts by the Frankfurt Eagles. Post 976, they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County. By the healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By the Farmers Bank, where you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. By the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. And by Tornado Roofing, specializing in residential and commercial roofing and repair.
And little volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Kept though by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it.